Yeah, yeah. Tonight's the night I'm breaking free. No change, no rules, just me. I've been walking in the shadows, waiting for my turn. Playing by the rules, but they got nothing left to burn. Fire's in my veins, now I'm done with standing still. Gonna climb this mountain, bend it to my will. They said stay in line, just do as you're told. I was never made for a life so cold. The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. Dreams they left behind, but I've got a map of courage and I'm steering my own mind. Let the neon lights guide me through this endless fight. I'll write my name in the starlight before the break of the night. They said stay in line, just do as you're told, but I was never made for a life so cold. The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. Come dancing, song guitar solo. Oh, the fire's alive. Can you feel it inside? Like a tidal wave rising, can't stop this tide. No more looking back, no more holding tight. I'm stepping into the day. I'm taking the night. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. No chains, no fears, no lies to hold. I'm carving out my path with grit and gold. I'm ruling my own world.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Saturday, and I got bored, so I decided to do a chill and chat stream, the Captain's Coffee Hour. Yesterday, we left off, and I regret that I did not get to come back. I laid down and just, I didn't feel good all night long. So I do apologize for that. But that said, we did get that print done. However, there was a bit that did not work very well. This little piece right up here, if you can see my mouse, that piece, well, the support broke on it and it didn't print well. So it doesn't have that piece, but the rest of it is printed perfectly. So we were going to go ahead and print another one of those here shortly. Actually, I didn't want to do that. Discard that whole page there. Anyhow, how's everybody doing this afternoon? It is Saturday. It is 1:15 p.m. Mountain Time. And we're just chilling and just having a bit of fun. So just, I don't know. I just don't know. I wanted to stay away from, topics that could get me in trouble. Let's put it that way. So I'm trying to be really nice. And I'm like, well, I'm nice, but there's so many things I want to talk about, but I'm afraid. It's one of those things that we all just sit here and go, can we as humans just agree to disagree sometimes instead of, this whole cancel culture nonsense? But that said, I do want to print something here, and I've been trying to figure out what. So let's bring a new tab open here, and let's hit printables. We'll print something fun today, you know, and maybe I'll make it as a giveaway. How about that? I'll give it away and I'll ship it to somebody. That might work. That might work indeed. And sadly, I only have a single extruder printer, so it makes it more difficult to print multiple colors. So we're gonna stick with something that's just a solid color. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. For those that are wondering, I am rocking a FlashForge Adventurer 5M, as well as a number of Creality not Ender 3s that are heavily modified. So they print very, very nicely and fairly quick. A lot quicker than they did when I got them. Let's put it that way. And the 5M right now, we are rocking the Monochroma from Polymaker, which I got from Dan over at Maker's Mind Nexus. What a legend that guy is. I won a giveaway over there and got a gift card and ordered that, and off we went. It was quite fun. I have all the lights turned on in here, and it is bright. See that my chat is just rocking it over there. My wife says, "Hello, everyone." And Heidi says, "Hi." Oh, let me. Why am I recording? I can do that. I will. I know you're listening when you go to the store. You always got something to do, and I appreciate you. So I'm just kidding here. All right. So we're just going to go through here and the C720 and the C270 are pretty much identical. Um, and I've actually modified my C2 720s to have the focusable mount. Interesting. Let's add that into my favorites. And let's go put it under stuff. Debbie says, still having trouble since the storm. Still having trouble with the internet since the storm. See, I can't talk. I got no English today. Talking's hard. Hey, everybody over there on TikTok, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we are streaming on TikTok and on Twitch and on YouTube and on X. I tried to get Rumble to work and it failed. So I tried. I'm not sure what the deal is. I want to stream to that platform. However, I just have pretty much given up at this point. So we're going to try to find something that's quite fun and can be done in single color here. And, once it's done printing, we'll do a giveaway. Probably the next stream or something of that sort. Let's see. I think I need to be fairly careful because I think that I have all models turned on. Not just safe for work stuff. Let me bring this over here real quick, everybody. Go to the settings here and make sure that that is turned on. We're going to NSFW content, hide content. That way I don't get in trouble. Oddly enough, Printables does actually filter a bunch of stuff that is actually safe for work, but they label it not safe for work, and I don't know why. I'm going to get into some of the HueForge stuff here pretty soon as well. But I need a multicolor printer to do that. So, to do it well anyway. It is possible doing it other ways, but yes. Okay, all right. All right. Let's see what we got here. What's this little guy? Capybara. Capybara. Girl with pearl earring, plaque, and wall mount. There's a story behind that, isn't there? I don't know. What type of thing would you guys like me to print? A tchotchke, a toy, something for the kitchen, an organizer? I'm going to leave it up to you guys. You guys tell me in chat what you want. That way I know what category to look at. Gardening, whatever. Anakin Skywalker bust. Could fire up one of the Ender 3s because I have 06 nozzles on two of them. Something for kitchen organization. All right. We can do that. Household. Kitchen. Something for kitchen organization. Modular spice rack. What else do we got? Ouch. Oh, golly, my back is just on fire today. All right. Y'all just give me a moment here. Let me go look through this stuff, and we're just going to check it out and see what's going on. So I'm still going to go through and do the homestead videos with what materials and things that I can source. Ran into a bit of an issue, and something didn't come through. So I've actually started a fundraiser here, and if you guys would, want to pitch in to help that out, to purchase supplies for building the homestead so we can do the video series the way I want to, I would be most appreciative, by the way. Every little bit counts, every dollar, every penny, all of it. It kind of a unfortunate situation came up. We'll just leave it at that. All right. So let's just do or organizer. I can't spell organizer at all. We'll just do it that way. What do we got here? What's this? Oh, look at that. That's a nifty one right there. Organizer for all the small bags in the kitchen. Look at that. Wait, he's actually printing, suggesting you print it standing up. That's interesting. I wouldn't print it standing up. I mean, what do y'all think? What do you think? And speaking of, you know, let's do this. Let me go here and go to playlists. That up there and autoplay it. There we go. Some of my own metal music that I've produced. Kind of need some music to keep me awake, you know what I mean? All right. All righty then. So we got this one here that we can do. We got all sorts of types of kitchen organizers. The kitchen organizer, small and extra size. Get it today. Yeah. Yep. I see what you did there, Heidi. I see what you did. It is, it's been, yeah, it's been unfortunate. Nothing that we can't get past. It's just going to make things quite a bit harder. You know what I mean? Oh, what's this? Kitchen utensils organizer. Not like my children would ever actually use it. There are so, I mean, there's just so much. Makes you go, huh? Yep. This too shall pass. Yes, exactly. We just have to keep moving on with whatever, whatever happens in our lives. You know, you can't always be prepared for it. But it depends on how you react to things. It's like, okay, and I'll tell you what it is. I mean, it's I don't get we don't get a tax refund this year. Um, since both my wife and I are disabled, we didn't make any income last year. You know, so yeah, like I was really counting on getting a little bit so I could actually get a few things done with the house and get the whole video series going with the greenhouse and everything. And then okay, well, that doesn't happen, so now I've got to work towards a different method of doing it. And that's all right, because we all have issues in our lives. It's just a matter how you look at it. I mean, the good news is I don't owe the government any money. I mean, that would be even worse. So, oh, there's another kitchen organizer box, and there's another one for bags and spices and stuffs. There's another one right there, kitchen pocket organizer. Yeah, pocket organizer. I just wish it didn't have that name on it. I mean, I could go in and edit it out, but I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, exactly. Was it a bad 5 minutes or was it the 5 minutes, that you allowed to ruin the day? And, you just can't do that, you know? And the sad part is I see so many of the younger generation, out there that they allow, oh, who's in office? Okay, I don't like that guy. He just ruined my entire life. No, he didn't. You make things what you want of it. I have been through good presidents and I've been through bad presidents, a lot of bad presidents for that matter. And get this, I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing through all the medical conditions and everything else. This is supposed to be a giveaway. Do whatever my wife wants. Oh my. That's going to be interesting. I mean, my wife wants me to do an entire modular kitchen system, but I don't have that kind of I don't have that kind of filament, and the Gridfinity right here. Gridfinity kitchen drawer organizers. I can print all of that and do the whole dang kitchen. Let's do this one. This is going to be credit for Daw Fox over on Printables. Let's go download the file. Wait, this thing you have to put it together? Oh, that's interesting. What is this? Is this the front? Let's just open it up here and see what we got. So you print two of these, three of those, and then the front. And then you apparently you glue it all together. I don't like that. I just don't like it. Why is everything dinging in my ear? I don't know. Everything's dinging in my ear. Use mighty. Here, let's do this one here. That'll do. That looks like, okay, it's modular, but it's big enough to do stuff. All right. We'll grab the entire series. Yeah, it's Discord. And I'm like, why is Discord dinging me? Because it should be in streamer mode, but, whatever. All righty then. Let's do Ew, that's a little bit bigger than my plate. Funny enough, you actually can print that. You just gotta make some changes. Yo, 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 yo! Miss Cynthia Fire Fairy over on the YouTubes. Come on, switch plates. What do we got here? Ah, there we go. We're gonna print that one. The first one, we're gonna print that. So, let's take a look. We're gonna do it 2-4. Yeah, why not? Because not a big deal. Strength 50%. That's good enough. And we're gonna go gyroid because I like gyroid. And support. We're not gonna need any support on that, which is a good thing. And you know what? Just to keep it on the damn build plate, I'm gonna do an outer brim because yeah. Dear, 3 hours, 17 minutes just to print that. Okay, well, let's send it to the printer. Send it to the printer. Oh my. In a world full of people. Guys, we are streaming everywhere except for Rumble because Rumble decided it didn't want to work again. So we're on TikTok, we are on Twitch, we are on X, we're on YouTube's. So happy Saturday. Don't do anything but live chat. All right? You know what I'm saying? You got to do live chat. Not this top chat thing. You want to do live chat, man. Hey, let's get the web page open here that has the camera so we all can take a look at what's going down. Now the printer's going to hone itself and do all that good stuff. We're just going to put that in full screen mode, get rid of all the bars and bands and all that good stuff. Those things got to go to the grocery while I have my mom's car. All right, you do that. By the way, everybody, there's a thing you see in the bottom down there called Stream Boss. So if you do any of the normal stuff, like over on Twitch, like bits and or diamonds and stuff over on TikToks, or subs and follows and all that good stuff. It all counts to that, and where the bricks are there, that actually is the jar. And just kind of some cool animations to see who's in the lead for stuff. There will be a point where I do giveaways. So yeah, good stuff indeed. My God. So yeah, yesterday when we got off stream, I was going to come back in like 2 hours once the print finished, and I got up and I told the wife, I was like, "Oh my, I do not feel well." I was dizzy, my stomach was churning, and by the way, wifey, I still forgot my shot. So can you like set that out if you would? That'd be awesome. What is that? But so yeah, I felt completely horrible, and I'm still not feeling even as decent as I did yesterday morning. So I am not sure what's going on, but yeah, it took me down, and I ended up just laying in bed for the longest time. Sorry, I'm just catching up with chat, everybody. So anybody that's here for the 3D printing and 3D printing talk, let me ask you a question. What do you think is going to be the next big printer before Rocky Mountain Rep Rap, before May? I am very, very curious about that because I'm actually thinking that it's going to be the Algu Centauri printer. That thing is just absolutely amazing. All the reviews that I've already seen on it, the documentation that's there, it just blows my mind. Yeah, and I currently have the printer set up to do the startup routine and all that before the print, just because I'm not in any big hurry and I'd rather things be proper, right? He says if you're not on top of your meds at the same time of day, that can affect how you feel. Yeah, yesterday my meds were exactly the same time. I only have one afternoon med, and I take my meds, most of them in the evening and in the morning, and so yeah. Um, the shot that I had forgotten was actually my Wegovy shot, and that one, from what I've been told, I mean, it stays in your system quite a long time, so that doesn't affect you as much as you would think if you miss, 12 hours, which is basically it's going to be 12 to 18 hours, the difference. So that's, that is an interesting one. Did the music just stop? Why did it stop? No kinky stuff with the printer. No kinky stuff with the printer. The filament is nice and taut. Yes, the filament is nice and taut. So and I'm still in the debate whether I want the ADX5 or do I want to go with, a K2 with an AMS. I would like to have at least one 4-color printer. Money is obviously a big object right now, so it's just going to have to wait. One of the things I'm going to be doing is in the very near future, I'm going to be reactivating my Etsy store and uploading a slew of things that I do sell. I mean, the store's active now, but I don't have a whole lot on it. I think there's like 4 products on it at the moment. So if everybody would be kind and go follow my Etsy store, it should be in my link space link. And if we need that, I can provide it. Link space / Captain Ken. There we go. If everybody just hits that link and then just follows me everywhere, you know, including the Etsy, you know, that would be, you know, just absolutely beautiful. And check back in on the Etsy. There's going to be some new stuff up on the merch store as well. So I'm trying to make, you know, the content, you know, worthy, I would say, of your guys' attention. And hopefully, eventually, worthy of, you know, your money. The merch store is full of all sorts of good stuff, you know, some fun, cool stuff in it. And it's all going to be collectible because mid-year I'm going to retire a lot of that stuff, so it won't be for sale again. I'm not retiring. I'm already retired. I'm medically retired. My doctor won't let me work, yet I'm still wanting a job. It sucks. Chad, has anybody been in that position currently in the last number of years, other than my wife and I think Heidi, and Cynthia, where you want to go to work, but your body says no, thus your doctor says, you ain't doing it, Hoss. It's frustrating. And I still, to this day, I throw out resumes every week, and nobody wants to hire somebody that's broken. Even if I don't tell them, there's got to be some sort of database that they tap into. Oh, well, he's disabled. Shit. Can't hire this guy. To me, it's absolute nonsense. Because, you know, regardless of anything, I know that I can at least do a half hour, you know, half a day, 4-hour shift of something, you know. I am so overqualified, it's not even funny for a lot of the jobs out there. I've been an IT guy for 25 plus years now. I have a certificate in cybersecurity, you know, I have a degree in cybersecurity. I just finished a certificate in digital marketing, which, you know, I want to turn into something else. What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy? Oh no, the cremation t-shirt's gonna stay. That one's gonna stay. But a lot of the collectible Captain stuff is gonna get archived and then changed. Oh my lord. So we're printing a kitchen organizer. You're trying to do your ADM5 temperature tower, and they all look like shit on the overhangs. Okay. Have you simply tried changing the filament? Because not all filament's the same. Filament and the flow rate. I think by default it's going to be set to like 23, 25, 28. 25, something like that. You might bump it down just a little bit so it's not so stringing. Music brought to you by Captain Kern. Sadly, that's another subscription that's going to have to go. You know, chat. You do what you have to do because times get tough. That's all there is, and gotta be, gotta do what you gotta do. Ryan says, so calibrated my flow last night. I think my enclosure's keeping the heat too high. Well, that's very, very possible. If you're just printing PLA, you don't need the enclosure. So, did you install the actual fans for the exhaust when you built your kit? A lot of people don't do that. Cynthia says, you put 2 days in at the Palisades fire, cardiologist called, and was not amused. Yeah, there's exhaust fans that go into the back of the printer. So you can keep the temperature in the printer on a consistent level. Let me find a picture for you. Wow. Images. So there's a number of fans. There's this one down here. If you can see that. Let me just bring that picture up there. There's this one right here that cools the actual board. And then you have those fans right there for your exhaust. And there. Bing, 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 bing. Those three. Then you have that's a mod fan right there. There we go. Let me bring that. Nope, that picture's too dang small. Show me the inside of the ADM5, man. Yeah, the fans they go right here. They go right behind there. Yeah, well, if you at least have one exhaust fan, I would make sure that thing is on full bore if you're putting PLA, or just leave the door open and the top of it. Leave both of them open. That'll work too. I tell you what was a kind of an upsetting moment for me with my ADM5 was the part cooling motor on the actual print head actually broke. Huh, interesting. I don't know. We may just go do something like that and just do a temp tower. Maybe it's something in the G code that it's actually not changing the temperature. Did you verify that it was actually changing temperature? It should be in the log. Well, actually, no, you don't have access to the logs because it's not running straight Clipper. So, yeah, good question. But it was asked, what are we printing now? We're printing some kitchen organizer gadget thingy. Organize like sauce packets and stuff on that. Jump on the stream. I don't have anything set up for guests, Cynthia, so I'm running straight OBS right now, and I don't have any guest options set up. I'm doing it this way because I can stream horizontally to all the other platforms, and then on TikTok I can stream natively in vertical. I'm still trying to figure out how to do vertical on YouTube as well as horizontal at the same time. It supposedly can be done. I just haven't figured out a way to do it yet, because it doesn't give me the option to go live with it. So I don't know. Oh yes, I've seen stuff like that happen, especially when you're pulling the print head apart. That little connector is just a nightmare. We should have used something a little bit better quality. But honestly, for $249 for my FlashForge printer, I am not complaining at all. And I think Heidi just has amnesia because she's saying hi to people again. Oh, I'll eventually figure it out once I actually take the time. This is weird. It's repeating the same song. Why is it doing that? I have no idea why this thing is doing that. It's weird. I will definitely say nobody should be getting an Ender 3 for their very first printer. Enders are great, all right, but they are not for the beginner that doesn't know anything at all about 3D printing. Heidi. I mean, if you can still grab it, go grab it now. Because you can play with that thing and mod it till your heart's content. I'm actually taking all three of the Enders that I have in the house right now, and I'm going to make them Ender 3 NGs, which is a conversion that you can print for the most part. You only need a few parts, and make it a Core XY printer. So, hex to the yeah. And why do I want to do that, even though they work just fine? Because it's an Ender. Every one of the ones I have has the 4.2.7 board, and I want to do the Big Tree one. The newer Big Tree board with the extra inputs in it. Cynthia says, Captain, I save up all the extra greetings. Aha! That's what you do. That's what you do. So, something interesting happened, by the way, everybody. I got my my county tax bill. And last year it was interesting because it had actually dropped. We expected it to go up. We were paying like $480 a year for taxes on the house. And last year it was like $250 $60. It's $200 this year. I keep going, huh? I'm not complaining, but I still don't understand. I'm at the point I'm like, what? So, you know, we will pay it and be done with it, but it's just one of those things because the property value actually went up. But the taxes went down, and that all coincided with us getting a new county clerk. So, fascinating. Or a new county tax assessor. That's what it was. So it makes me wonder if we were paying way too much taxes for years. But oddly enough, our city tax didn't go up, even though the city says they're broke. So I have no idea what's going on there. It's a very interesting situation. Ouch. I mean, the situation could be better, it could be worse. It could be a lot of things. You live in California, though. Your guys' taxes are higher than New York's for the most part. I'm going to kill the can for a minute, guys. It'll be right back, though. Here, we'll bring the camera up there so everybody up there can see it better. Over on the Tiki-Talkies. So yeah, one of the things I'm going to need to learn how to do is to write sponsorship request letters. That's going to be an interesting one. I have never really done that. And there's a lot of projects that I want to do that, well, frankly, I'm either going to need cash donation sponsorship or product donation. You know, and most of it's not really that expensive. But I'd like to actually find a seed guy that I can get seed from that would sponsor the whole, you know, homestead project. And the greenhouse plastic doesn't cost that much. The single layer is going to be about $80. If I do a double layer like I want to, it's going to be double that, $160. And then a fan if I do the double layer, so I can have it insulated for the fall and winter and keep on growing in it. You know, materials for a new chicken coop, well, I can get away with what I have now. Just got to get it cleaned up, painted, make it look halfway decent. You know, all of those things are, there we go, good to go. What in the heck? Oh. Come on. What's going on here? Come on. Oop. There we go. And there's a few other things that, especially like getting the house fixed up. I'm going to have to, I ask for help for doing stuff like that because, here's the reality of it, folks. I'm disabled. I can't work. So this is my only availability right now to make even a few bucks to help pay the bills. But more importantly is I want to be able to create more content so that I can get monetized, so then that can help me on a consistent monthly basis. And we're just about 700 watch hours over on YouTube to get monetized. We're already monetized on Twitch. I've been monetized on TikTok for quite some time now. I need a few more followers on that for the higher tiers of being monetized. This is not easy work. Sitting in front of everybody, coming up with things to talk about, during a live stream, it is incredibly difficult. When I'm gaming, at least I can focus on that as well. I have two things to focus on. When I'm not doing something like that, I'm sitting here just coming up with ideas and things to talk about on the fly without trying to offend anybody, which is impossible because I'm going to offend somebody at some point. Hell, I'll even offend myself at some point. Because I have been known to say some dumb shit. I have been known. See, the wife agrees. I've been with that woman for 29 years. Y'all, think about this. It's been 29 years. How in the world does somebody put up with me for 29 years? See, I know what she's going to do. Is we're going to hit that 30-year mark, and she's going to go, goodbye. Yeah, 29 years on Monday. 2 days from now. Cynthia says, if it helps, I'm always offended. Yeah, I let a buddy of mine stream earlier today, and they were talking about, punching up, if you guys know what that means, punching up. And, oh, wow, that is loud. But that's pretty much marrying outside of your class, and I pretty much did that. She's much too good for me. Well, I know you're not going to go anywhere. I've already told you, if you want to get rid of me, you're just going to have to take me out back and, put a wireless hole puncher into into me. Because Lord knows I don't want to start over with today's youth. Oh my God. Even 30 and 40 something years old. Gee, man, knee crickets. I would just, I'd have to go up, up the scale, because there's no way that I could start over. That's just, it's not even possible. And as it says, do me a big old favor, hit that like, follow, subscribe button, because it helps the algorithm in all the platforms. It does it. Stop it, Kern. You're better than that. You give your credit. If I was better, I would find a way to make money. And that sounds really shitty, but let me tell you, a man's job is to take care of his family. I haven't been able to do that successfully for a year plus now since I stopped working customer service. Because, I mean, the bottom line is I couldn't sit here and talk to people without pain getting to me. And frankly, I would get shitty with people. Because when somebody calls into customer service, there's going to be an 80% chance that they're a moron. And I don't mean they're ignorant. I mean they need a short bus and a helmet. Occasionally you'll get those people that actually, they will actually look through the research. Oh, you stop, woman. Gee, many crickets. My wife is so evil. But occasionally in customer service, you'll get the people that will do the research, figure out their problem before they actually have to call you. Because, let's be honest, most companies out there, I'm not saying all, because there are some companies they just don't have really good documentation and make things hard to find. Or it's not there at all. But you just sit here and go, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why are you calling me? I get it. If you're 85 years old or even over 60 at this point. But honestly, people, any of the worst one is actually talking to a 20-something-year-old during customer service because they just don't get it. I mean, here's the deal. I last did customer service for LegalZoom. They do legal documents, business filings, stuff like that. And I will tell you, the most frustrating calls I had were from millennials. Because they didn't understand that in order to run a business, you have to pay taxes, you have to have yearly filings. There are, in many cases, licensing involved. Oh, okay. We'll take a break here in a minute. But there's so much, that people just, they don't pay attention, especially that generation, they don't pay attention to. And then the next year they get a tax bill from their state. And then they would call LegalZoom and they would get me on the phone. And they'd start yelling at me. And I'm like, well, one, I didn't set up your business. Two, we're legally not allowed to give you business advice that could be considered law, like tax advice. That is called UPL, Unlicensed Practice of Law. And that can get you put in federal prison. Or state prison, depending on the state's laws. There's just, and it's like, when you create a business, do your research. Make sure you understand that you have obligations that you have to follow through every single year. It's like at the end of this month, I have to file my annual report with the state of Colorado for my LLC that has done nothing for a year. And yes, I still have to file a tax return for my LLC that has done nothing for a year. Well, that's their loss, Cynthia. That's their loss, honestly. Because, there are a lot of good, loyal women out there that there's a lot of men that don't know how to handle them. And I don't mean that in a negative connotation. They don't understand, strong attitudes and, how to react to that. If you get what I'm saying. Oh my. Tell you what, everybody, give me just a minute. I'm going to put it on the be right back screen, and I'll be right back because I need to go take this shot real quick. And we're back. Hey, where am I? Oh, there we are. Turn the camera back on. Ah! Camera. Oh, there I am. Oh, that's why. Duh. Okay, I forgot that, I moved that. So let's move that back down here. And guess what? It erased everybody's chat when I refreshed the page. That's all right. So, what is going on here? Go back to, why am I in this? I should be in playlists. Library, playlists. Here, let's play my dumb country songs. I know everybody's gonna be like, no! Turning that fan on made a huge difference. I bet it did. I bet it did.
We're rolling down this highway. Got miles left to go. But my heart.
The reason I asked if you had upgraded this or added fans is because you can add a few fans to the 5M. And there's a lot of people that have upgraded their fans for a lot more CFM abilities. No, I meant the on-screen chat. So, yeah.
And you're no longer there. Oh, I'm missing my best friend. Your tail wagging your
So, Cynthia, he was a needy boy, right? That's what that means. He was too needy. He liked being controlled. He wanted you to be his mama. Because that's the way he was raised, is the woman in the household apparently was in control. As a reminder, do me a big old favor, hit that like, follow, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, because it helps the algorithm know, everybody, that I am here. Hey, one of my top viewers is TikTok itself. How about that, TikTok? How you doing? Put me on somebody's FYP, would you? You know, come on now. So, if everybody's showing up late here, we are printing a kitchen organizer that was suggested by my wife and Heidi, I think. And I got, there's like, in this pack, there's like 4 or 5 of them. Wait, what? What about 322 a month HOA sound insane? Huh? What are you talking about, Brian? I got no HOA. I didn't see any HOA. Oh, you're looking at houses. I was looking at property the other day. It's actually quite funny because I actually found a piece of property that is near where Squid lives, like within 10 minutes. And there's like 40 acres of land. And I'm like, oh, that would be hilarious. And then I remembered she's moving, so. I still might, you know, if I can sell this house, my wife and I might buy that property. I don't know. It was a nice property. It had 2 creeks going through it. We'd still have to put a house on it, though. Because it's just that. It's just property. My ultimate dream is to have my health good enough to where I can run an actual homestead, you know, somewhere between 10 and 40 acres. And just basically disappear from public life other than being online. Just because I have spent my entire life in front of people, and I'm not a people person any longer. I do just fine at it when I'm online and talking to everybody, but in person, I've just become a hermit. And I enjoy that. The older I get, the less I want to people. Hey, it's actually building some of this, the base for the support. Not support, but the vertical structures. The areas, all that good stuff. Condo? A condo? Oh my God. No, man. You need to be looking out in the country. Get yourself a couple acres of land, put a house on it, or have a house on it already. Live the peaceful life, not that city stuff. I couldn't handle city life. I honestly couldn't. City life would just absolutely... I mean, I have been offered jobs in the past in the city. I was offered a job with Google about a year and a half after Google started. And they wanted me to live in the valley in California. And I'm like, it ain't gonna happen, man. What, you gonna go down to Rockford? I got a buddy in Rockford, Illinois. I heard that Rockford is like a hellhole now. I haven't actually talked to him in a couple of months, but Yeah, also kind of a dump. I mean, honestly, anything that's in a suburban area to me is just too much. There's no facilities that would make me pay for an HOA, all right? There's nobody that is going to tell me what I can and that is not government that's going to tell me what I can and cannot do on my property. And even if the government tries, they're going to have a fight on their hands. The sad part is when you buy a piece of property in the United States anymore, you really don't buy it. You pretty much lease it from the government, whether it's the city, the county, the state, or the federal government. One of the things I've actually considered is getting a mining lease, because at least here in Colorado, to this day that I know of, if you're placer mining for silver or gold or what have you, you don't have to come up with much. Just show the evidence that you were mining at the end of the year, and you can live on that thing forever. You don't even own the land. You have a lease. Yeah, don't ever buy into an HOA, because most HOAs are assholes. Asshole. HOAs are just bad for the environment. That's what I would say. Too many Karens. The music you're listening to currently was, well, done by me again. And it's just really crappy music that I made for playing when I do my trucking game. Let's stop that. It's actually kind of annoying at this point. Oh my. Let's see here. Copy free music. You have to be really careful with some of this copy free stuff, because a lot of it is not copy free. Turn that volume down just a tad. There we go. There we go again. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to go out into the rural county, man. Which means your drive's gonna be a little bit longer. See, that's the problem with working in the big city, is your drive, no matter what you do, is going to be a nightmare. Is that music still that loud? I think to me it is. There we go. Well, yeah, I mean, I know where you live. There's a lot of suburb. It's all suburb. I mean, the main city consists of a handful of really tall buildings. That's about it. Oh, yeah, and then you have the south side. Bye. I'm gonna turn the AC on here, so hopefully you guys don't hear it. Turn the camera back on so you guys can see my ugly mug. Oh, look at this. My hairline is just gone. I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, pretty much. I've never been there, Brian, but I have been told in great detail where the farms are. My buddy that lives in Rockford actually live streamed it for me one day. He was like, "We're going to take a drive." I'm like, "All right." So I was a passenger. Passenger is kind of fun. But to do a little bit of a recap, if I can speak in English, a little bit of a recap. We are doing a kitchen utensil print. It's just basically meant to organize your, sauce packets and stuff like that. And we're printing it in Pen Chroma from Polymaker, the black, as well as printing on a Flashforge Adventurer 5M printer. That one day I will finish modding, but there are other things that cost money that are far more important. I had actually thought about replacing the main board in the printer with a Big Tree Tech board with Clipper and a Raspberry Pi Zero already on it. There is somebody that is actually working on that mod and the settings for Clipper for it. I thought that would be very, very interesting to do. But I need a good, solid printer for printing stuff for Etsy. So, speaking of stuff, I ordered this off of Temu, and I was actually surprised. I got a huge box of 110 hook and loop discs of all different grades, that from P40 all the way up to 1600, I think. Yeah, no, 2400. Yeah, 2400. This was $5. I needed sandpaper, and this was $5. I was like, holy crap. And it looks to be very good quality too, which is interesting from anything you get from Temu. Miss Shani says, I'm here, still trying to dial in OBS. You have a quick question. Did the water can turn out well? The water can itself turned out well. The very end of the water can did not, because the support broke off of the build plate and it just didn't look right. So, but it's a very usable watering can. It's just without that big flower end on it. Cynthia, that all depends on whether my body will actually tolerate me staying vertical. When it comes about 6 or 7 o'clock my time, my body just tends to start shutting down. And it's painful. There's nothing I can do since I'm not on pain medications. Do it horizontally. Bobby, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? Well, Jenny, it doesn't really suck. I mean, it's very usable and it's still aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice. It just doesn't have that big flower end on it, which is cool. You went to see. I used to be able to do that, Shinny, but I can't do it anymore. It's just not something I can do. I mean, I'm in bed by at the very latest 9 p.m. and I lay there because I can't sleep because I'm in pain, and I read. So, yeah, and it's really difficult for me to do other stuff. You hyper slept in today? You slept till 8 a.m.? So I'll actually end up, I end up going, I'm in bed by 9 p.m. at the latest, generally. Which is 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Shenny's time. But I don't actually end up usually sleeping until 10, 11 o'clock. It used to be midnight. But thankfully, I'm getting a little bit more sleep. And instead of waking up at 3 in the morning, I wake up at 5. So, it's all good in the hood. Temu's got some good stuff. Now, what's interesting is I actually contacted a Temu representative about the whole tariff situation with China, and it sounds like the government or something of that sort is going to be eating the tariffs for a while. So, because nothing I've ordered, and it's only been like I think a total of $17 worth of stuff. And frankly, like $12 of that was on accident, because you know how Temu in their app, they, if you click wrong, they check you out, and yeah, it's a bit of trickery sometimes. I was going for that $300 credit, and I was like $3 away. Well, that $3 isn't $3. It's so many points are worth, so many cents. All the women agree on the accident part. Yeah, pretty much. Except for they actually do make the app very tricky. Very tricky. But oh my. Cynthia says she got 8 hours and 45 minutes of sleep last night. See, I can track exactly how much sleep I actually get too, because I wear a CPAP. But CPAPs are completely redunculous, because they will track you for the amount of time that you are using it, not how much you're sleeping. I'll lay there for hours with that thing on, and it just doesn't do anything. Can't sleep. Can't do anything. Do me a big old favor, everybody. Hit that like, follow, subscribe button, no matter what platform you're on, because it helps the algorithm to know that I'm here. And you know what? You guys are awesome. So we're just having fun doing some chilling chat today. A little 3D printing on the side. I will be incorporating a lot more 3D printing content, including designing stuff, building stuff, printing it, selling it, all that good stuff. Once I actually find a product that is actually worthwhile to me to put up on Etsy. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cough on you guys. Cynthia says, I will not buy anything to get free stuff. I'd rather buy what I need or like. Yes, I was tired. Brent says, I'm glad I don't need a CPAP machine. I'd lose my effing mind. I can't even sleep with a sleep mask. I mean, yeah. I wear a headache mask, which is a sleep mask that you stuff in the freezer. Underneath, and then I put the CPAP on top. So, yeah. Because it is guaranteed by the time I go to bed, I have a migraine. Every single day. Doesn't matter. It gives 0 Fs. I'll tell you what. And the printer's got the zoomies. Tell you what. I tell you what. Now we're doing an edge wall, so it's going to take its time. Get that bead nice and perfect so it adheres. I think I'm going to eventually print a new print head cover for this thing too. I think once I have a little bit of extra cash, I'm going to go with acid green. Bobby says, sleep comes easy if you drink enough. Well, I mean, yes, you know, warm milk does help. Ay, 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 ay. Almost boomered it there. Almost forgot to unmute myself. I got the darn sniffles, y'all. Allergies are pretty hard and heavy. And it goes to zoom, zoom, zoom. So this is kind of interesting. We're doing the horizontal output on all the other platforms, and we're doing vertical output over on TikTok. And I thought that, you know, over on TikTok, it would actually, you know, go to the algorithm a little bit better, but it doesn't seem to be doing that. We're getting people joining, and I welcome everybody. And maybe I'm just not that interesting. That could be. Warm milk, radiator fluid, yeah. Cynthia says, I told my now ex-boyfriend who wanted me to get nasal surgery so I wouldn't snore. Afford me the same privilege as a man couldn't find another girlfriend. Believe it or not, both my wife and I have both had nasal surgery. Mine was so screwed up they pulled a tumor out of mine. Right back here. Right back here behind the eye. So I guess you could say I had a brain tumor underneath my brain. Snurkity snort. Snurkity snort and the big old bowl. Chat, I am doing my absolute damnedest right now to stay away from politics. There's just so much going on, and it's like, oh, I want to just dive right into it. But I'm also trying to create more 3D printing content as well as the homestead content. And it's like, I got to stay away from politics. Oh my gosh. Looks like you have a nickname? I thought you already had a nickname. Firebug. That's what I'm going to call you from now on, is Firebug. You're like playing with fire. 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 Oh, dear Lord, Bobby. I ain't reading that out loud. What the heck, man? Oh, dear Lord. Have mercy. You're bad. You're bad. Yo, T3 Shelly, control Bobby. He's being bad. I don't know what he's walked in on. It's a strange circumstance, I'll tell you that. It's very, very strange. I mean, we all know what Shelly would do, which is a very small list. Okay, well, chat just turned into something I can't read. Hi, everybody. I'm the captain. Oh, God. Brian! Dear Lord, man. This is what I get for trying to keep my stream clean. Oh, my gosh. Hi, y'all. That reminds me, I actually need to get a hold of a dentist and stand by. That statement needs to be put on hold. Brian says, "Have you ever worked with 100% biodegradable filament?" No. I have been told it's a nightmare to work with, though. Like 06, 08 nozzle type nightmare. Yeah, Bobby starts talking about a hot dog, and Brian starts talking about, well, you know what? T3 comes in, and she's talking about what she wouldn't do. No, wait, I was the one that said that. All right, or Bobby said that? I don't know. Somebody said that. It's a lazy Saturday afternoon. T3 was talking about cool. Yeah. You can't do that. Who will? Will. You guys hear this? Ding 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 ding. Kelly, there are so many ways to take what you just said. I'm just going to leave that one alone. I could go off and have an entire good time talking and roasting you about that statement. I mean, don't you hear? Don't you know? Don't you say? E3 says, I got no idea what you mean. Well, I don't have any idea what I mean either. I'm just being a dumbass. I mean, it's hard not to be a professional dumbass. And yes, I am off camera. That back up there so that can be seen over on the Tiki Taki. Because my head's just too big. So, Shenny, by the way, I did do the Rumble thing, and Rumble decided it did not want to work today. Again. And by the way, ladies and germs, if you hit, let's see, did I keep this? No, I didn't keep the link. Let me Control V. Yay, I did. If you click on the link space, do me a big old favor. Go follow me over on Etsy. Go take a look at the merch store. If it is actually up and running. If not, I'll post an actual link to it. Because apparently it got broke. Yeah, Shenny, I went and did the Rumble thing, got all set up, and when I went to start stream, it said cannot start RTMP, and I went and double checked everything, and it just wouldn't go. I'm like, okay, fine, turn it off. I just didn't want to deal with it. Rumble's being weird, and I just don't have I don't have the patience to deal with weird, especially, you know, when I'm trying to actually get on and talk to people and do stuff and all that good jazz. You know what I mean? But yeah, you can follow me over on TikTok because I'm live over there, and I'm going to try to keep going live over there as well. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm actually going to be here today. You know, I wanted to get on, get a print started, you know, do something fun, and just sit here and talk because, well, I got bored. Rumble seems to have just barely competent devs. Yeah. Hey, here's a fun story for you guys. I actually applied to work for Rumble. I have never heard from them. Your brain is deep into connecting things? Yeah. Mine was too earlier. Because I got this new layout set up, got the vertical streaming side going on. You know, had a good time with all of it. I mean, I would love to have Rumble working, but I'm just like, I'm done with it. You know? Until somebody does full integration, you know, with a stream key that's, you know, permanent, I can't do it. I just can't do it. And Bobby says, connect. D's. You know what that means. You know what it means. Yes, advertise winning. Advertise everybody. Everybody's welcome to advertise. But beginning 5 minutes from now, I'm going to be charging $49.95 for every advertisement on my channel. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's $19.95. Brian says you want to get an alpha spool. It apparently biodegrades in 70 days or so. I mean, what's the purpose of it, though? From what I know, that stuff is expensive. It's like 30, 35 bucks a spool. It's more expensive than carbon fiber. So, yeah, by the way, part of the Homestead series, even though it's going to be slower going than I wanted to because, well, like I said earlier in the stream, things didn't work out. There's some financial struggles that are going to happen, but we'll get through it. There will be full-length videos. I'm working on, you know, episode 1 right now, but I'm going to also have a bunch of shorts that I'm going to be putting up on YouTube as well as over on the TikTok and some Instagram stuff. So be sure to follow me on all the platforms because you never know what I'm going to put up, and it's not going to be the same content everywhere. Yeah, I'm going to do that thing. I'm going to be that guy. As well as, there's something I haven't even announced to anybody yet. I reactivated my Patreon. It has been shut down since 2020. That depends on the chemical makeup, Brian, whether it can be used for plants. I would actually have to look into that because soil and plants and water, they leach chemicals out of the plastic and they can actually change the chemical balance of actual plants. I'm kind of picky about that. So, yeah. that said, anyway, so there's a lot of things, that are going to be going on. Heidi, I swear to God, everybody in chat probably read what you just typed incorrectly. Love you. And it made sense, but yeah. Yeah, it's going to be definitely a good thing to find out, find out what the leaching properties are. Since it is a biodegradable product, it's probably made out of corn plastic to begin with. Aren't you the bio guy? What the hell just happened? Streamlabs, what did you just do? Holy smokes, that just filled up my entire screen. Anyway. It's doing it again. What is going on in chat? Holy crap, my bot is like going stupid nuts. It's a bioproduct from bacteria fermenting sugar. Isn't that what corn plastic is? I may be wrong. I am not up on today's science at all. So I used to love that. Beat you. I used to love chemistry and all that good jazz, and then I left college. And that was the last I ever played with chemistry. There's a funny story for you, by the way. So, as a lot of people know, I've said this in numerous places. Let me move that back down here. No, let me move me forward and move that back down. Move this down. Down! Down, sesame. That up there. There we go. You're welcome, Brian. You're welcome. SH says, barely related, but I watched a short last night about a phone from 2009 IRC that's made from plastic, made from corn. Didn't know existed. And now I've heard about it. Yes. And hi. Welcome. Yeah, corn plastic is actually pretty amazing. So yeah, my story. I went to Trinidad State Junior College in Southern Colorado for my first episode in college life. I stayed there for one semester because I was stupid and an alcoholic. So that was a very fun time for me. But however, it was like 3 weeks before term ended. We were in the chemistry lab, and the guy that was like 3 stations over from me, I have no idea what he was doing. But all of a sudden, we heard hissing and then smoke come out of his, contained desk unit. And then all of a sudden, the door slams shuts on this stupid thing because it has an automatic door in case of fire. And we're all rushed out of the building. He burnt the entire chemistry lab to the ground for the most part. Like half of the first floor of the building was completely gone. And we all of us got in trouble for it because we were supposed to tell him not to put things that way. And we're all focused on our own projects. That was stupid. You have no idea how to get through college the first time? And see, I am going back again. I've gotten a degree. It's hanging up somewhere around this room. And I've got my cybersecurity degree, and I got a degree in digital marketing. And I'm going back, but I don't quite know what I'm going back for yet. Because I can't go back this class period because it starts in 2 days. You blew up the test tube in Chem Lab 101. So I'm going to be going the next start date. I just don't have any idea what I want to do. As I says, I got drunk and wandered into the science building and had to ask for help how to get back out. I'll tell you what, ours was like horrible. And I was a computer major, right? But I had to take certain classes that didn't have anything to do with my degree. Why did they do that in college? It sucks. But the science building down there, where it used to be anyway, because to my knowledge, they've moved it since then, but they built a new building for it. But it had the chem lab on the first floor of one side of the entire building. And it was like a 4 or 5 story building. And then they had like, on the other side was administrative offices, for the teachers and stuff. And the science teachers lounge. And then the second floor was robotics on one side of the building, computer lab on the other side, and then there's a bunch of other crap in there. They want you to be well-rounded. Yes, well, I really didn't. Yeah. Why did I have to take biology for a computer degree? It's like I really didn't need to know where somebody's heart is, and how it functions to mess with a computer. But another story on top of all that is I actually never went to. We went for our first week. Me and like 5 other people out of a class of like 24, 25 people went to our computer lab for our degree. So what we were actually going for. You got to remember, this is in the mid-90s. And we were screwing around for the entire first week because everything the professor would tell us to do, we would do in 5 minutes. So he got frustrated, and there was like 3 or 4 of us that asked if we could simply test out of the class because it was obvious at that point that we knew more than he did. And he says, fine, your final is to build an ATM machine written in COBOL or Pascal. And we're like, okay. So he gave us the hardware and we wrote it in 2 days. So we tested out of that class in 7 actual class days. If my high school science grade is too old, I literally went the year after I left high school. So it wasn't too old. And it was, to be frank, it was not a high school degree. It was a GED because I had to leave high school. Health conditions. They didn't tolerate people that had health conditions back then either. Just like employers don't tolerate people with health conditions today. You know, that's kind of the sad part about being screwed up. You got your GED too? Yeah. My high school, actually, they put me on correspondence courses when my back first started having real bad problems because I couldn't sit in the classroom. So I would do my homework and then mail it into the school. And that actually was pretty easy because I lived on a farm, right? Well, then I got real sick and I couldn't do anything for about 6 weeks and no homework, nothing. And one day my mom gets a phone call and the principal says, we've kind of had enough of this. We're not going to do it any longer. Your son needs to find an alternative education. So instead of going back to high school, I simply scheduled up with the local community college to get my GED like 2 weeks later. And I scored very highly on it. I was happy and I never thought about it again. And then a few months later, I went to college. And then a few months after that, I came home because I was broke. I took $30,000. Yeah, it was kind of cool of my professor to do that, but I still had to take all the other courses, my English classes, my math classes, biology, my chemistry course. And there was some other weird stuff that was thrown in there too. My history course, which the professor hated me because of my last name. Yeah. My English professor was a tough cookie. And I'll tell you, she was about the only reason why I would have tried to stay in school, because she made that class interesting. Oh, man. Oh, my body's starting to shut down. I was hoping I could make it a little bit longer today than 2 hours, but yesterday kind of pushed me with the 3-hour stream. I'm trying to get better, guys. I'm really trying, and it's difficult, you know? And I still haven't posted pictures of the flower pot. I will do that this afternoon up on X and in the community tab as well. Not the flower pot, the watering can. Jeez. And I may even get Froggy and prime it and paint it. And then we'll do a giveaway for it. Or I've actually just may print another one. And do the same thing. You know, put the actual work into it. That way it's just not all black. No jokes, Brian. No, the top of it worked fine. It's just the end of the spout didn't. So, hold on. I will actually go get it. Hold on. Give me a second here. Give me a second here. It's going to take a minute because it's kind of hard to walk through. I'll be right back. There we go. So, yeah, I'm getting in front of the camera. Right there. So it came out really, really nice. It's just the top of the spout. Well, yeah, I'm very happy with the way it actually turned out. It's just the one support broke. What's printing? It is a packet organizer for the kitchen. So I gave this one to the wife, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just print another one for everybody, and then we'll do a giveaway for that one as well. There's still a support left in there. So I'll just print another one after that, and then I'll do the effort and we'll paint it. We can actually paint it live on stream. How about that? I got a bunch of stuff I still need to paint. I got to get my paint booth cleaned out. It's right over here, and get the camera set up on it. No, the thin tree support didn't break. It didn't adhere to the bed, Brian. It literally just popped off the bed. Yo, Sir Frank Otter, what's up, my guy? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're feeling better today. You just joking? I know you're joking. But I'm telling the facts, man. I'm just telling the facts. The facts is, it popped off the dang bed. Because I didn't put anything to adhere on the bed, and my build plate's turned over, so it's the smoother side. You're feeling worse than when you got up, so you went to the walk-in clinic? Oh, man. You probably need, like, fluids and stuff, man. Sometimes the only way to get those fluids is get an IV. Let me check something here real quick. Oh, guys, I wanted to show you guys this. Let me bring this up here. Oh. Let me bring this up. Come on. Here we go. I want to guys show you guys this. The bot just took up the whole screen. What do you mean the bot? Oh, yeah, I know. I don't know why my bot's doing that. It's being weird today. So this is the YouTube studio. And I mean, there's nothing secure or anything. But I want to show you guys the analytics here. We're at 737 subs. Why did Streamlabs just say 3x combo? That's weird. Oh, they're treating you for pneumonia? That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But as we all know, YouTube goes off of a 365-day period when they determine monetization. And we are sitting at 2,103 hours right now. So we're 900 hours away. We'll get it, though. Yeah, we will. It's attacking the Stream Boss thingy. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't have any idea what's going on. But the number 3 video that I have is the story of losing my daughter. And it has 101 watch hours. I would have thought that it would have had far more. All right, Heidi. So, you know, even as somebody that has streamed for a very, very, very long time, I still don't quite understand the YouTube algorithm. And I am still working towards that, you know, to find out what is going on. And how do I make things better? Because I can tell you this, the series that I've got coming up that I'm working on about the urban homesteading or homesteading anywhere, for the most part, it's important. Because, not to get political, but do you know where your food comes from? I mean, think about that for a moment. Because everybody's response will say, almost everybody will say, the grocery store. I don't trust anything from the grocery store. Not anymore. So I'm going to be changing the way myself and my family takes care of our food again. We did it once. We can do it again. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Why am I not hearing alerts? Did you guys hear the alert for that? I know it popped up on screen, but I didn't see it. That is so weird. Alert box. Properties. Oh, that's interesting. There's no sound file attached to it anymore. They reset my alerts, that's why. How you doing, kind pengu? I am doing all right myself, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Just doing a little 3D printing and a little bit of chit chat. And again, thank you for your follow. I appreciate you. This is a kitchen organizer for spices and, little packets and stuff. Apparently, it was the funnest thing that everybody in chat when I started the stream could think about. And we are printing it in Polymakers. Camera. Pantochrome. Black. This is a very interesting filament. It's similar to PLA, but not. Oh, I have been 3D printing for 8-10 years now. Something of that sort. I think it's more like 8 years. I got this FlashForge printer, the Adventurer 5M, about a year and a half ago or so, 2 years ago. But I've had a number of 3D printers, and I still have a number of my Ender 3s that are sitting behind me. You probably can't see them. You can see the edge of one of them there. Do you do much 3D printing? One of my big goals, everybody, and like I've said this before, is to show people how to incorporate new modern technology into helping your everyday life. And if you decide to go rogue, do it on your rural or urban homestead. You kind of get one now. You want to get one? It's a great hobby to have. It's kind of expensive sometimes. I've been trying to turn it into a business, and that's been annoying. Trying to find the right products to print is difficult. Because, everybody prints the same little tchotchkes and little dragons and stuff like that. So I've been designing my own things and trying to put those up on Etsy. And so far, they haven't taken off yet. You did a Yoda? That's cool. I actually, one of the 3D print, one of the Enders back there, I did the Yoda. Wow, my brain just shut down, y'all. a little topper for it anyway. Well, it seriously depends on what you're printing. You know, this is a medium-sized print, and it doesn't have a lot of anything on it. It's going to take, you know, I think the total time was 3.5 hours or so. I've printed things that were up to 36 hours long. I actually have a project that I want to do that a consistent print will take almost 5 days. But it's very, very detailed and very mechanical. Something I found out, I didn't design it myself, but it's a print in place, mechanical clockwork, self-watering planter. Yeah, I try to anyway. I try to sell some of my stuff on Etsy. I haven't sold much lately. And that's probably because there's not much interesting that I have up there. I think I have 4 prints up there right now. I actually need to get with some of the other 3D printing guys that I know and figure out what I'm doing wrong. So, what is the favorite thing that I've printed? My favorite thing would be the starships. I have printed just about every starship out of Star Trek that has a model. I'm a big sci-fi fan. Matter of fact, there's one hanging on the wall back here. Hold on. If I can get up and get it. It's actually one of the first things I printed with my Ender. I first got my Ender years ago. There we go. Starship Voyager. And I want to redo this one because there's a new model out that has LEDs incorporated into it. I mean, it's additive manufacturing, and I think of it, you know, most of the things that I do print are technical, like these. These are end caps for a garden bed, a raised garden bed, to connect the boards together. And, you know, flower pots. All sorts of things like that. I designed this little puck for holding your phone. It's a little phone holder. I actually don't have a lot in this room. The majority of my collection is out in the living room of the stuff that I've printed over the years. I might end up taking a picture of that and showing it off next stream or something. But that's a good idea. I'd actually like to show some of that stuff off. And over the years, I've given away quite a bit of stuff. So, I got some skulls and stuff up here. Hold on. It's really difficult for me to get up and get down, so give me just a second. Oh. Few things in here I can show off. There we go. So I didn't design this, but I printed a bunch of these for my veteran friends. I still need to send a few of them off. Ryan asks, dude, I can't do math right now. It seems like, am I a veteran? No. I have a lot of friends that are, and I appreciate them greatly. That's why I try to do special things like that for my veteran friends. This is kind of difficult to see, but this little skull candy dish / planter, it can be used for multiple things. I didn't design that. I did design this, modeled this. I took a file that I found and put it into Blender and made that little guy. You guys know who he is. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I try to be a good dude. Then, of course, we got good old Abe Lincoln. There's so much of this stuff just laying around my house. Yes, Slimer! But just about anything you can think of, you can either design or already get for downloading. What made me first start streaming on Twitch? I've been streaming on Twitch since before Twitch was Twitch. When it was Justin.tv. And I used to actually play games professionally. Like Quake, Counter-Strike. Stuff like that. Oof, Brian. No, I am definitely not a legend. Used to be fairly popular on Twitch. And then I stopped streaming because of a family incident. I lost my daughter in 2022. So, and then I've just been working my way back up, streaming on multiple platforms. So, now, last thing I need is to get a big head. So, definitely not a legend. Well, thank you. But yeah, I quit streaming for about a year and a half, and then I came back and trying to get my life back in order. I said Abe Lincoln, not Hey Blinken. Oh my. Brian, you need to stream, man. You need to stream. You actually have a really nice setup when you're on camera. You need to stream. There's really no kind of coming back from it, Pengu. If you'd like to know the whole story, it's up on YouTube. And let me see if I can grab the link for you real quick. Just a good old boy, never meaning no harm. Oh God, I'm gonna get copy struck just from singing it. Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Let me see here. You know, all right, this is really kind of upsetting because YouTube's not even showing the video. What in the heck happened? Playlists. Oh, thank you, Heidi. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody. Heidi just posted that link in chat in case anybody is interested. I will copy that and post it over on the Twitch side. Copy. All right. There. That way it's on the Twitch side. But yeah, that's it's been a difficult time to get over, and we just work through it day by day. So what is Streamlabs doing? Why is it doing this today? Why is my bot acting stupid, chat? I mean, dang, son. Well, apparently TikTok is no longer recommending my video to anybody because I haven't had anybody watching it lately. That's all right. I'm trying, my friend. It helps me too. So, I love sharing knowledge, and, I love playing video games, but right now my arthritis has kicked in and I can't play any video games because it hurts too much. So I've got the doctors working on a solution for that. So, but I'd like to get back to some game streams every now and then. Not an everyday thing, but, every once, like once or twice a week, maybe go through, play a little PUBG. Frank Otter says, I just hear some blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You drive some truck. Get old Sir Frank Otter in on that. Oh, yeah, no, there's quite a bit wrong, but yeah, arthritis is no joke. That's for sure. Play some New World. Do I do Twitch full time? Well, I do. I would say right now, because I'm medically retired and in desperate need of funds, I am trying to do content creation full time on all platforms. But for the most part, I would say yes, it would be full time because it's all I've got. It's not just Twitch, but I get what you're saying. Yes. Well, it looks like the print's about halfway done, by the way. We had about an hour to go. But sadly, everybody, I don't think I'm going to make another hour. You're currently... What? Well, okay, so we already know what's wrong with Sir Frank Otter. He's sick. S8 says they need to make a shot for humans that works as well as the Solenia shot works for cats. Makes very notable got some mobility. That would be freaking great. It would be freaking great. Kind paying you. Feel free, my friend. Well, you know, Heidi, health may come first, but money is a desperate first at the moment. So, the 190 has not the worst stringing, but 215 has the better overhang. See, the funny part is it depends on your environment. I print everything for the most part at 220, and everything comes out beautifully. I mean, if it looks like PLA, smells like PLA, it prints at 220. With a bed temp of usually 55 or 60. 220 doesn't string at all on my printer. That's the funny part. The weird part is I can't print at 190. Would I be comfortable going into some specifics about my health? Well, I'm broken and I'm old. Financial situation, not working. And my daughter's story, well, you want to watch the video to get the full details on that. She was murdered by her boyfriend, so. Both my wife and I are both disabled. It's no secret. So, you know, and it's at this point, it's nothing I'm ashamed about either, because I can't do much about it. I mean, health-wise, I have had health conditions since I was 15 years old. I turned 48 in 2 weeks. So I've had back problems, nerve issues, developed stomach issues about a decade ago. There's all sorts of things wrong with me. But I hang in there and I do what I need to do. So there you have it. That's the nuts and bolts of the story. I was an IT admin for 25 years, and due to health conditions and age, I can't find another job. Thank you, Heidi. Well, you know, that would be great. That would be great, in fact. So, what's your name over on TikTok? I'd love to give you a follow. I'm actually streaming over there right now. Welcome back to Lurking and Driving in the Snow. We're supposed to have snow tonight, but it is 31 degrees outside right now. You're in the good state of Colorado. I meant good, very facetiously. I love this state. I just don't like who's running it. The people that run it. They're trying to drive it into the ground. So, no, it is what it is. Excuse me, everybody. What? What? Uh, what? Damn, man. Thank you, brother. Holy smokes. Chat. Kind paying you. Love and Penguin tipped $500. I am a bit shocked and very humbled. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. I don't know what to say now. That is most generous. Well, I'm glad I can inspire you at least. You know, I have lived by the philosophy that no matter what happens in life, there's always a way to move forward. Yeah, just about, Brian. Just about. Yikes. Very generous of you. Thank you so much, my friend. Believe me, in more ways than you know right now. In more ways than you know. Oh, boy. Everybody, give me a couple of minutes. I need to go take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I mean, I can't say much other than you are a blessing in disguise. Well, I wasn't leaving forever. I literally did had to use the restroom. Ay, ay, ay. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. That's amazing. Truly is amazing. Thank you. You know, I don't doubt it one bit. I don't doubt it one bit. I'm sorry, guys. I'm still just in a little bit of shock. I mean, the timing, it couldn't have been better, honestly. There's just a lot that there's a lot that goes on that I don't tell everybody. I don't tell anybody. My wife knows, nobody else knows. My kids don't know. And it's been one of those things. It's like once in a while, an angel comes across and slaps you right across the face with a fish. Makes you wake up and see it that things aren't bad. You know, no matter how bad you think they get, they're not as bad as they could be. So, once again, thank you, kind Pinky. Thank you. That said, let's try to figure out something to talk about for a little bit here, because we got about 20 more minutes, and then I need to call it because I am just exhausted. You see, Heidi, I'm going to be meeting Frank a lot sooner than you are. So, you forgot how many emotes Twitch has? I don't even have any of my emotes, I don't think, anymore. The one thing, kind Pinky, that I have never thought of is ever quitting. It's just not in my nature. It's just something that I can't do. I can't quit. You know? I buried myself for a year and a half after my daughter was killed. I didn't speak to hardly anybody. Hell, I barely spoke to my own family. And then I dug myself out of that hole, and I've been fighting ever since. And I will never give up because it's just not something that I can do. If I had one message to the world, what would it be? My biggest message to the world: stop arguing over the small things. Find some common ground and be kind to one another. There's just too many tragedies in the world that are caused by small things. That's it. That's literally the only message I can give to the world. Now, all of the nonsense going on today, and it's not to diminish anybody, but pronouns and this and that and what gender people are, none of it matters. As long as we all treat each other as humans with some dignity and some respect, then we can all actually find some common ground and get along. You know? That's the biggest thing. I've tried to live my life with the philosophy of treat others how I would want to be treated. And granted, that always hasn't worked out. But for the most part, after my daughter passed away, I really took that to heart and decided that that's the way things have to be. Because life is too short to argue over stupid things. Thank you, Kind Pengu. I appreciate you, brother, more than you know. Thank you for your donation. And thank you for being here. You have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, my friend. Guys, I'm still in shock. I honestly am. That was one of those things where you go, just exactly what happened. I am just, I'm literally just, I don't know what to think. Have I looked in Discord? I haven't had Discord open at all. Let me go take a look. I will do my absolute best, Jenny. I will do my absolute best. Chat, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank everybody for being here. Thank everybody for their support and their love. Thank Kind Penguin. I mean, wow. What do you mean? No, 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 no. Jenny, my body is just, it's wearing itself down. I need to go rest, so. It's 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Yeah. Yeah, SH, you picked a good first stream to join. I appreciate you being here. I'll work on the Rumble thing another time. But everybody, thank you for being here. I need to take off for a while. We'll see you in the next one. Captain's out.